Ahoy, hoy, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again with TEW, Total Extreme Wrestling, but we're here for something a little bit different this time. A few days ago, on the last episode that I uploaded with the All Rise Wrestling, I mentioned I was going to be doing a simulation of TEW, the database, of 5 years. And that is exactly what I've done. It's taken me 2 days to simulate 5 years because anyone that plays this will know that there is a huge waiting time, right, in terms of loading simulations. So I've done it from 5 years. So we've gone from December 2020 to January 2026. As you can see, we've got something changed a little bit here already. Andrade has topped the Power 500 rankings for 2025, and he is the Wrestler of the Year. So I'm looking forward to seeing what sort of crazy shit has been developed in the 5 years. So as you can see, I've started off unemployed, so I'm not with any company. So we're just going to take a look at all of the annual awards, the titles and the shows. See what's happened with all the people. I'm going to delete all these emails. There's lots of I saw bankruptcy come up quite a few times. Shh, I need to put my phone on silent because it's right next to the microphone. I'm not going to do the fucking right next to the microphone thing today, but let's take a look at what we have on the annual awards. So, Wrestler of the Year, La Sombra, which is obviously Oman Andrade, topped it in 2025. I've got a sore throat today. I'm not even sure why. Here's something new. 2024, Pac. Oman Neville he won the Wrestler of the Year in 2024. That's something we want to see, because that man has we all know that man has the. I completely lost the way. This is what I was talking about in the first episode. The second episode was okay, but on this first episode, I was saying I need to get used to talking again because I lose my words. Anyway, so in 2021, 22, 23, Seth Rollins, Tyler Black won the Wrestler of the Year. Okay. And obviously, we don't really need to look at 2020 because nothing really happened there in terms of simulation. Tag Team of the Year. Let's see what we've got. 2025, Adam Cole and Andrade. So in 2025, Andrade won the Wrestler of the Year and Tag Team of the Year. 2024, Pac and Will Ospreay. Okay. 2023, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Okay, that's 2022, Kota Ibushi and Pac. Wow, okay. And in 2021, Takagi. I'm so sorry if I'm not an NJPW guy, or I'm not really massively into the Japanese wrestling, so like following it. So if I do say some of these guys' names wrong, I can only apologise. Takagi. And Naito, Tag Team of the Year in 2021. Let's go down one. Young Wrestler of the Year, 2021. Okay, I'm not quite sure who these guys are at all. They don't even have pictures. But well done. You won it 2 years in a row. Atsuki. Commander. Okay, in 2022. Hanan. These guys have pictures. Okay, this is a Japanese female wrestler. Born in 2004, she's 5 years younger than me. Okay. I'm so sorry. We'll get there. Another Japanese female wrestler, and then Hanan won it again in 2025. Let's go down. Veteran Wrestler of the Year. Tanahashi. Well done, Tanahashi. Randy Orton in 2024 and Ibushi in 2025. Female Wrestler of the Year, 2021, Mercedes KV, otherwise known as Sasha Banks. And Rebecca Knox, 4 years running. Wow, okay, and she is a 6-time Female Wrestler of the Year, Rebecca Knox. Oh man, the man, should I say. Becky Lynch. Independent Wrestler of the Year. Let's see. Takahashi in 2021. Kenny Omega in 2022. Sean Spears, Ty Dillinger in 2023. Marco Stunt. Is that Jungle Boy? It's not, is it? Let's have a look at his alter egos. I'm so. Marco Stunt in 2024. And Roderick Strong in 2025. So does that mean that he's left the WWE now? Okay. Company. Wow. Okay. So, wow. NJPW from 2021 won it 4 times until WWE came up with the win in 2025. So that means WWE's had a good final year, which is the first time they've won it since the year 2000. Wow, okay. Let's take a look then. Most Improved Company of the Year. So we have Stardom, IWRG, PWG, Crash, and then IWRG again. Wow, okay. Match of the Year. Okay, let's take a look at this one. 2021. Psycho Clown defeated Averno Rush and El Texano Jr. at AAA Worldwide. 2022, Okada defeated John Moxley at Wrestle Kingdom 16. I mean, I'm not a fan of. I know I'd say I'm not. I don't really follow NJPW or anything like that, but I do try to catch the Wrestle Kingdoms. So I do know that is a match that would probably be booked and be a big deal. 2023, Pac defeated Kota Ibushi at NJPW Best of the Super Juniors. 2024, Ibushi defeated Sanada at NJPW World Tag League 2024. Wow, so that's 2 wins for Pac for Match of the Year. And 2025, Pac and Rey Fenix defeated Kota Ibushi and Will Ospreay at NJPW World Pro Wrestling. Okay, let's take a look. Card of the Year. 2021 NJPW World Tag League 2021. 2022 NJPW World Wrestle Kingdom 16. 2023 Best of the Super Juniors. 2024 Best of the Super Juniors. And 2025 SummerSlam 2005. Manager of the Year, Brittany Knight. As we know, Brittany Knight is Paige. Ohashi, twice. Go Shiozaki. Sorry. And Ohashi again in 2025. Announcer of the Year, let's have a look. Jesus Zuniga. Joey Styles. Tom Phillips again, and then Josh Matthews. Colour Commentator of the Year, Miguel Linares. Twice. Milano Collection 80. Arturo Rivera. And then Brian Armstrong as the Colour Commentator of the Year. That's Road Dogg, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so is Road Dogg a commentator for WWE now? He says he's extended his deal with WWE. Well, we'll take a look at that soon. Referee of the Year, Nikan Lee, 5 years running. And that's the end of these. So we're going to go back to the main screen. We're going to go back to the main. Oh, I need to click back. That's why. Okie dokie then. Let's take a look at the rosters. We'll take a look at AW. Well, I know I'm not a fan of NJPW, but I'd like to take a quick look at the roster. Just because I know a lot of guys are big fans. Okay, so any big. I'm not sure who. I'm not sure who wasn't with NJPW before. Well, we've got Drew Hankinson. Spent 5 years, so it looks like he just signed. I'm just taking a look at these guys for your guys' benefit, and then we'll take a look at the title history. Obviously, John Moxley spent 4 years with NJPW. I'm not sure what. If anything stands out to you guys, please let me know, because I probably should start watching NJPW, but I've still not got around to start watching Mike Bennett. As you guys know, I'm a huge Mike Bennett fan, but he has called momentum. shame. Let's take a look at his title history. Mike Bennett. No one else gives a shit, do they? No, he's not won any title. Oh, hang on. When he was with WWE, he won the 24/7 champion. Oh shit! Yeah, that was before. That was in real life. Never mind. Let's keep taking a look through. Rusev is now with NJPW. Okay. Obviously, Pac has white hot. Pac is currently the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Let's take a look at his title history. He's a 2-time champion. And he held it for a year and a half in 2022 to 2023 with 10 defenses. Well, there you have it, folks. Our man Pac finally getting a world title. That's what we want to see. Sami Callihan. Obviously, Will Ospreay's been with the NJPW for a long time. Okay. Let's take a look at the titles then. Obviously, we know Pac is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He's been holding it for just a couple of months at the moment. Okay, let's take a look through. Intercontinental... Oh, wait. Let's take a look at the... Okay, so since we started simulating... NATO was the champion, then Pac won, and then obviously he earned it for a year and a half. NATO won it back, and so it looks like they've just been trading the belts between each other, Pac and NATO. Okay, the Intercontinental Championship, let's take a look. So where is... Okay, so when we started, Evil was the Intercontinental Champion, then NATO, wow, NATO's been getting around. Then Tiger Mask 4, NATO again. Will Ospreay then won the title and held it for over a year. And then Ray Phoenix and then Juice Robinson has recently won the Intercontinental Championship. The Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Let's take a look. Show and Yo. So it was vacant when we started. No, it wasn't. I'm lying to you. El Desperado and Kanemaru. I've got this one out of the way because I'm going to butcher all these names. Then Jay White and Takahashi won the titles. Young Bucks then won the titles. Takahashi and Phantasmo. Callihan and Penta El Zero M. And then Phantasmo and Chase. So does Phantasmo been getting around? He's had a couple of partners. IWGP Tag Team. Let's take a look. So Tamatonga and Tangaloa were the champions when we started. And they held the titles for a good year and a half, until Robbie Eagles and Will Ospreay won the titles, and then they lost the titles to the Young Bucks, and then they lost the titles to Tamatonga and Tangaloa again, until we got Tadasuke and Hayata. Okay, let's take a look. IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship is held by Takanori Ito. So when we started, the belt was held by John Moxley, and then Joe Doering won the title. Chris Hero. So Chris Hero is no longer with WWE, it looks like. Then Michael Elgin, Chris Hero again, Michael Elgin again, and now Takanori in the last few months. The Never Open Heavyweight. El Phantasmo is the current champion. And since we started simulating, Takagi, Kota Ibushi, Will Ospreay, Sanada, Zack Sabre Jr., Sami Callihan. 6-man tag team. I never really understood this, but anyway, Joe Doering, Okamura, and Oka. Then it was vacated. Jay White, Tonga and Tangaloa vacated again. So it looks like there's been a vacation in between every run, which seems strange, but okay. New Japan Cup. Who's won the New Japan? No one. Has it been? Okay, it's not been defended since we started. Okay, and neither has the best of the Super Juniors. Neither has NJPW G1 Climax. Neither has the Super J Cup. Neither has the Super Junior Tag Tournament, and neither has the World Tag League. Okay, that's strange. Before we carry on, I want to take a look at the company wars just to see where we're at. So it looks like nothing has necessarily changed. It looks like NJPW might have actually gone down, which is surprising considering they were the top tag team, top company. CMWL. I'm pretty sure they didn't start off like that, but it's surprising. Okay, anyway, yeah, AEW seems to have gone down as well, but we'll take a look at what's gone on there. How do we take a look at our news articles? I'm going to stop this recording, find out, and then come back. Okay, I figured out how to check out the news. You click news. I just wanted to take a look at what we had in terms of deaths, because obviously, as we know, wrestlers can die in this and in real life. We know that very well. But we're going to take a look quickly at where are the deaths? Oh, I just saw it. Worker deaths. There we go. Let's take a look. So we're going to take a quick look through, see if there's anyone. Mil Mascaras passed away. Dave Hebner passed away. Mike Tenay. That's a. We've got some names here. Rick Martel at the age of 68. Jesse Ventura. Kevin Sullivan. Kamala did pass away recently, relatively recently as well. Kendo Nagasaki. Let's keep taking a look through. Greg Valentine. The Iron Sheik, Cheeky Baby. Earl Hebner as well passed away before his brother. Not too long before though. Lex Luger. Jerry Lynn. Some big names here. Teddy Long. Anyway, Sergeant Slaughter. Rey Mysterio Sr. Jimmy Hart. Terry Taylor. Anyway, let's take a look at the owners or new companies. Are there any new companies? Nope, no new companies. Okay. Owners. So we'll look see what happened with owners. So unknown millionaire investor bought control of Impact and promised the fans that he wanted to take the company to new heights. Because Ed Nordholm retired. Glenn Joseph took charge of ASW UK All Star because Brian Dixon retired. Unknown billionaire investor bought control of ROH after Joe Koff retired. So there's not really much, there, but that's cool. Anything else that we really want to look at here? No, I think that's all really, isn't it? Are there any anything that says about companies going under? Would that be company news? No, we'll take a look at company news. Wow, okay. I don't think we'll bother with that. There's a lot there. LCW product change I've just seen there. Family friendly pro wrestling. Anyway, AEW changed their product from Wrestling Nerd Nirvana to Fast and Furious. Okay. Okay, anyway. Let's take a look back here again. Let's have a look at the Hall of Immortals. Is there any way to search that? No. Does it say when they were inducted? It doesn't. Alberto El Patron was inducted in August 2025. Okay. Alright then. We're just going to take a look to see people who were inducted. Beer Money Inc. very deservedly into the Hall of Immortals. Goldberg. Say what you want about Goldberg. He's an icon. We might not really want to see him anymore, but he's an icon. Okay, Bob Sapp was inducted in 2021. Now I haven't really seen anything of Bob Sapp apart from Big Stan, which is one of my favourite kids as a teen. Bobby Lashley inducted in 2023. Bobby Roode inducted in 2024. Let's keep taking a look. Brock Lesnar inducted in 2022. Oh, Chavo Guerrero in 2021. Let's keep taking a look through here. Oh, Christopher Daniels, deservedly. The Great Khali as well. I think they're just picking these guys at random. I'm just going to keep taking a look through. I think that's enough on the Hall of Immortals. Anyway, let's continue taking a look at the companies. We'll order by size. Okay, so WWE is still the biggest company. Let's take a look at their titles first. So Andrade is the WWE champion. What have we had here then? So we started with Drew McIntyre as the champion. Yes, he held it for almost a year until he dropped it to Randy Orton again, who then held it for around 7 or 8 months, who dropped it to Andrade, who held it for over a year and dropped it to Matt Riddle, who then held it for about 9 months again, who then dropped it again to Andrade. Intercontinental Championship, Joaquin Wilde. That's Zema Ion, isn't it? Where have we started? We've had a few more champions here. So we started with Sami Zayn, who then dropped it to Ziggler, who then dropped it to Ricochet, dropped it to Ziggler again, who then dropped it to Ricochet again, dropped it to Drew Gulak, then dropped it to Jey Uso, who then dropped it to Mojo Rawley, dropped it to Mansoor, who dropped it to Jordan Devlin, dropped it to Dominic Mysterio, who then dropped it to Zema Ion there. Okay, not Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank. The Undertaker won it in 2021. Randy Orton won it again in 2022. Bray Wyatt won it in 23. Randy Orton won it again in 24. And Roman Reigns won it again in 25. Roman Reigns won it for the first time, in 25. Men's Royal Rumble. Okay, we've seen some names pop up here. Randy Orton is a 4-time winner in the last 5 years. He was split up in the middle by Seth Rollins. Okay. Raw Tag Team Championships. Let's see. I like the tag teams they tend to make up in here. Okay. Okay, so Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods were tag team champions, who then dropped it to MVP and Cesaro, who then dropped it back to the New Day, dropped it to Ivar and the Velveteen Dream. How long did they hold it for? They held it for a good while. They held it for almost a year. They dropped it back to the New Day again, who then dropped it to Ivar and Bo Dallas. Ivar, you're getting around with these fucking tag team partners, man. They held it for, again, a good 6 months. He then dropped it back to the New Day again, who then dropped it to Cedric Alexander and Ridge Holland, who then dropped it to Drew McIntyre and Adam Cole, who then have now dropped it to Cameron Grimes and King Corbin. Wow. Right, women's champion, Kaylee Ray. Okie dokie then. Let's take a look. So, we started with Asuka as the champion. Dropped it to Carmella, who then dropped it back to Asuka. Dropped it to Bianca Belair, who dropped it to Bayley, who dropped it to Reckoning, who dropped it to Bianca Belair again, and dropped it to Vanessa Bourne, who dropped it to Bianca Belair, Dana Brooke, Bayley, and Kaylee Ray. And Kaylee Ray's been holding the championship for a good while as well. Okay, SmackDown Tag Team Championship. I like these. Okay, where do we start? So we start Angela. So there's the Street Profits. We then dropped it to Morrison and Miz. Dropped it to Bray Wyatt and Kevin Owens. Back to Morrison and Miz again. Back to, over to Sami Zayn and Ricochet. Over to Street Profits again. Mojo Rawley and Apollo Crews. Morrison and Miz again. Bray Wyatt and Mansoor. That's an odd pairing. Miz and Zema Ion. So it looks like Morrison and Miz have broken up. Gulak and Dominic Mysterio. Oh no, back to Morrison and Miz again. Never mind. And now over to Robert Stone, Robbie E, and Drew Gulak. If we see Jesse Goddard on it, then the bromans are fucking clearing house in WWE. Okay, let's take a look. SmackDown Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey looks like she's back in the picture. Wow, the championship has changed hands more than anything else we've seen so far. Okay, so we started with Sasha Banks, who then dropped it to Ronda, who dropped it to Liv Morgan, and then back to Ronda again. Ember Moon, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's been clearing it. Back to Ember Moon again. Rhea Ripley, that's what we like to see. Ronda Rousey, and then it was vacated. And then Scarlett. Who is Scarlett? Is this a new signing for WWE? It seems to be. We haven't seen many of those so far, but it won't let me click on her name. So Raquel Gonzalez, back to Scarlett again, and then to Jessamine Duke, and then to Ronda Rousey again. Now let's take a look at the United States title. Again, it's changed hands quite a few times. We started with Lashley, who dropped it to Corbin, who dropped it to Andrade, who dropped it to Ciampa, and then Matt Riddle, Ciampa, Kalisto, Corbin, Kalisto, Adam Cole, Elias, Cameron Grimes, Sam Stoker, and then Humberto Carrillo. Okay, wow, okay. Let's have a look at the Universal title. The Universal Champion is Ricochet. Wow, okay. Wow. It's not changed hands that many times. We started off with Roman Reigns as the champion, and then he dropped it to Rollins. He dropped it to Owens again. He dropped it to Ricochet. So Ricochet's a 2-time champion. Wow, okay. He dropped it to Rollins again, who dropped it to Wyatt. And Ricochet's been champion for 157 days. How long was his first title run? A good 9 months. 10 months. That's what we like to see. Women's Money in the Bank. Let's take a look. Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Ronda Rousey, Bayley, and Ronda Rousey again. Women's Royal Rumble. Let's take a look. It wasn't held until last year when Bayley won. Okay. WrestleMania Men's Battle Royal. The Undertaker won it. Then Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and then Seth Rollins again. Okay. And the Women's Battle Royal. We've got Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Ronda Rousey, Scarlett, and then Ronda Rousey. Okay. Vince McMahon's still the owner. Bruce Pritchard is still the booker. Wow, okay. Have they had any more people inducted into their Hall of Fame? Doesn't look like they've been inducting people anymore. No, okay. Never mind. Right, what should we look at? Let's take a look at NXT. See what we've got here. We'll take a look at the titles. In fact, we'll take a look at WWE again. I want to take a proper look through their roster. Okay. Anyone that stands out? Ashton Smith has been called up to the main roster. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look through, see if anyone else has been called up or brought around. Let's take a look at Bo Dallas's title. Oh, we know he's not won any titles, don't we? Because we've had a look through the titles. Silly Zach. We're just going to keep taking a look through, see what we can find. We don't need to look this slowly, do we? Really. Joseph Connors has been called up to the main roster. He's on the Raw brand, has cold momentum. Let's take a look at his match history. Okay. Since he's been called up... oh, no, wait. Let's take a look at all years. Whoa! Okay. He got called up, it looks like, in September 2024. It doesn't look like he's had many wins. Oh. He's had no wins on the main roster. Okay, that's a shame. How is he doing? It doesn't look like he had he beat Dragunov at NXT UK Takeover. That's a positive. That's a bit of a ball ache, to be honest, but let's keep taking a look through. Who else do we see? No, it's looking no. Shawn Michaels, is he just a road agent? Yeah. Thought Shawn Michaels would come out of retirement then. How's Undertaker doing? Just an occasional wrestler and let's see match history. In 2025 he had 4 matches. But not many. Okay. WrestleMania 41. Christ. Okay, let's keep taking a look through. Let's have a look at NXT. Let's have a look at the titles here. Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic hasn't been held. Mae Young Classic hasn't been held. NXT, Akira Kwan. Let's take a look through. So, Finn Balor is what we started with. Is that correct? Yes. Then it was vacated. Velveteen Dream. It keeps getting vacated. Why is that? So Velveteen Dream, Ridge Holland, Razor, Jake Atlas, Karrion Kross, and then Akira Kwan. That's very, very odd. But NXT Cruiserweight, let's have a look. Wow, okay. This is the most title changes we've had so far. So we started with Jordan Devlin, Robert Stone, Kushida, Mansoor, Daivari, Mansoor, Adam Cole, Mansoor, Joaquin Wilde, Kurt Stallion, Drake Maverick, Kushida, Leon Ruff, Griffin McCoy, Ace Austin, Charlie Tiger, Leon Ruff, Brian Pillman Jr., and then Myron Reed. Okay. NXT North American. So, we started off with, it looks like Johnny Gargano, but we had, Leon Ruff. Leon Ruff, Adam Cole, Isaiah Scott, Robert Stone, Adam Cole again, Isaiah Scott, Josh Briggs, Bronson Reed, Isaiah Scott, vacated. Kurt Stallion, vacated. Karrion Kross, Josh Briggs, Timothy Thatcher, and now Brian Pillman Jr. Wow. NXT tag team. Let's have a look what funky tag teams we had brought up now. So we started with Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, and it was vacated. More vacations. Okay. Samir Singh and Sunil Singh, Leon Ruff and Bronson Reed vacated. Kurt Stallion and Bronson Reed, Chase Parker and Matt Martell, Rick Buges and Leon Ruff vacated. Razor and Jake Atlas vacated. Jake Atlas and Josh Briggs, Karrion Kross and Kushida. That's a very odd pairing. Akira Kwan and AJ Gray, and now Osiris Mittens and Myron Reed. Okay, and NXT Women's, Taynara Conti is now the champion. Let's take a look. So, Shirai, Chelsea Green, Rhea Ripley, Xia Li, Scarlett, Rhea Ripley, Scarlett vacated. Shotzi Blackheart, Indy Hartwell, Marina Shafir, Shotzi Blackheart, Taynara Conti, Brandy Lauren, and Taynara Conti again. So it's a second reign as champion. Okay, let's take a quick look at the roster, see if anyone stands out. Devon Dudley, he's just a road agent. Okay. Let's take a quick look through. Bang, 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 bang. No one really stands out. Okay. Anyway, NXT UK. Let's take a look here. Titles. I was half expecting to see Walter still as the champion, to be honest. But he lost the title to Mark Andrews, who then vacated it. Michael May, Morgan Webster vacated. Jordan Devlin vacated. James Drake, and now Yeston Rees. Okay. Heritage Cup. Not been held. These tournaments don't seem to want to be held. NXT UK Tag Team Championship. Mark Coffey and Wolfgang dropped it to Dan Maloney and Darice Gordon. James Drake and Zach Gibson. Dan Maloney and Darice Gordon. Joe Coffey and Wolfgang. James Drake and Zach Gibson. Yeston Rees and Tyson T-Bone. Dan Maloney and Darice Gordon. Craig Anthony and Levi Muir. Dan Maloney and Darice Gordon. And they've dropped it to Harrison Bourne and Joseph Kafka. NXT UK Women's. Oh, shush. Let's take a look. Kaylee Ray dropped it to Tony Storm, who dropped it to Piper Niven. Kaylee Ray again, Ginny, Candy Floss, Piper Niven, Viper, I believe, isn't it? Yeah. Valkyrie, Candy Floss, Valkyrie, Piper Niven, Abby Louise, and Mercedes Blaze. UK tournament? No, we've not had any more of those. Okay, let's have a look at Impact. I'm not going to take a massive look at Impact, but I would like to see who holds their titles now. So Purrazzo is the women's champion. Shera is the world champion. Alex Shelley's had a couple of title reigns. That's nice to see. As has Rob Van Dam. Okay. Well, okay, that's... Okay, World Tag Team. Crazy Steve and Pepper Parks. Let's have a look. No, okay. And X Division. Matt Angel, who doesn't have a photo. But Eddie Edwards won the title again. Carl Anderson as well. Okay. That's about enough for that. All Elite Wrestling. Let's take a look at the titles. Kenny Omega is the champion. We've not had many champions since. Let's have a look. Oh no, I suppose it's about the same. So John Moxley dropped the title back to Jericho, who then vacated it. Kenny Omega won the title, won the vacated title. Cody then won the belt from Omega. Marco Stunt won the belt from Cody, who then dropped the belt to Cody again, who then dropped the belt back to Marco Stunt, and then back to Omega again, Roderick Strong, and then Kenny Omega. Mustafa Ali is the AEW Tag Team Champion with Eric Stevens. Okay. Let's have a look what we've got here then. We've got a lot of... So, the Young Bucks dropped the titles to the Bad Influence, or SoCal Uncensored. Then dropped it to Vacant. I looked at the fucking microphone again. Cody and the Blade, Marco Stunt and Kenny Omega, Cody and the Blade, Chuck Taylor and Trent, the Butcher and the Blade, Vacant, Colton Gunn and Eddie Kingston, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, Kenny Omega and Eddie Colon, Wardlow and Max Caster, Roderick Strong and Eddie Colon. Shush! I'm going to have to turn you down. I don't even know where we were. Either Kenny Omega and Eddie Colon, Wardlow and Max Caster, Roderick Strong and Eddie Colon, Jake Something and Austin Gunn, Vacant, 10 and the Blade. Oh my goodness, be quiet! I'm so sorry. What a game installing on my Xbox, so... Okay, AEW TNT. Let's take a look. So we started with Darby Allin. Okay, and then Brian Cage won the title, The Blade, Lance Archer, Sammy Guevara, Lance Archer, Vacant, Eddie Colon, Max Caster, Tom Lawler, Sonny Dinza, and now Donovan Danhausen. Okay. He's been holding the title for a long time as well. Almost a year. AEW Women's. Let's take a look. Shida, Brandy Rose, Nyla Rose, Brandy Rhodes, Tay Conti, okay, Brandy Rhodes, Vacant, Nyla Rose, and Kylie Ray. Wow, okay. We had anything? So MJF signs with AEW for a one night only deal. So what's MJF doing now? He's working elsewhere, but he only signed a one night deal with... Wow. So he's employed by PWG and All Rise Wrestling. Is All Rise Wrestling coming up the ranks? They've signed MJF. They are. Let's see what we've got here then. Wow. Have we got any... ARW Global Championship, which has a prestige of 60. So just keep in mind, this is ARW from where we started. Obviously where we are now, because we've only done the one show. So there was no title. So they've made these titles themselves, and they've signed everyone themselves as well. So they've signed Matt Hardy, and he was the first champion. Oh, this is like my baby growing up, man. Okay, Matt Hardy won the championship. It was the initial champion. That's incredible. He dropped the title to Zack Ryder. We've got some fucking star power on this motherfucker. He dropped the title to Mr. Anderson. Are these the people we can actually fucking sign? He dropped the title to AJ Styles, who dropped it back to Matt Hardy, AJ Styles again, Max Caster. AJ Styles is a 3-time All Rise Wrestling champion. And then Max Caster. Okay, international tag. Let's see what we got here. Ryan O'Reilly. Who is Ryan O'Reilly? I must find out who... Before we carry on, I need to find out who Ryan O'Reilly is. I believe that's Connor from the Ascension. Yes. Okay, let's take a quick look through here. Alex Colon, Amir Jordan, Axel Ball James, Chuck Taylor, David Lagana, EJ Fat Pat, Big E. We've got Big E on our roster. No fucking way. Hansen. So is that Ivar? Yeah. Ian Riccoboni. Jack Doan. I think that's the referee we actually hired, isn't it? Joe Gacy. Joey Ace. Ken Doan. Kenny from the Spirit Squad. Wow. Kip Sabian. Kofi Kingston. We fucking got Kofi as well. So when did he leave WWE? He left WWE in January 2025 and we picked him up 4 months later. He got cool momentum though. Lil Cholo, Louis Linden, Mark Angel, Mark Sherman, Matt Cage, Zack Ryder. He's been with us for 5 years as well. Matt Hardy. I can't believe that. He's retiring from wrestling now though. Max Caster. We've not got a very big roster, but what does that fucking matter? MJF. Mikey from the Spirit Squad as well. We've hired 2 fucking people from the Spirit Squad. Fucking brilliant. It does sound like I'm booking it. Mr. Anderson. Orange Cassidy. We got Jinder Mahal, man. Don't hinder Jinder. Rick Knox. Connor Riley. Tommy Dreamer. Tony Gunn. Unknown Business Tycoon. Is he our owner? And Violent J. Hold up. Okay, I just had to fucking check it. This is fucking half of the Insane Clown Posse, man. We've got the Insane Clown Posse on commentary for us. Fucking brilliant. Why didn't we think of that when we were booking it? Oh my god. Anyway, let's go back to the titles. International tag. Okay, so Ryan O'Reilly and Alex Colon were the first champions. Randy Summers and Louis Lyndon. Connor and Alex Colon again. Mark Briscoe and Axel Tisha. Ryan O'Reilly and Alex, they dominated the tag division. Ryback Reeves and Mr. Anderson were champions for 5 months. Ryan O'Reilly and Alex Colon. Flip Gordon and Big E were champions. And now Zack Ryder and Ivar are the ARW tag team, international tag team champions. Right, ARW National. Zack Ryder was the first champion. Enzo was the second champion. Then we cast off to Matt Hardy, Max Caster, Louis Lyndon, Matt Cardona, Mr. Anderson, Matt Cardona again, Ryback Reeves, Matt Cardona again for a 4th time, Mr. Anderson again, Alex Colon, vacated, and then Mr. Anderson again. That is fucking incredible. Wow. Have we got a Hall of Fame yet? No. We've only been around 5 years, though. That's incredible. That is incredible. Wow. Let's have a look at some of the UK places. British Isles. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. Leicester Championship Wrestling. They are the smallest one. Have they got any titles? They've got no titles. That's a shame. House of Pain Wrestling. No titles. We've got a few names here that I know. If my man Tyler hasn't been signed by anyone, I swear. I'm just going to take a look at his thing in a minute. Fight Club Pro. Southside. Let's see how Southside's doing. No titles still. Man, right, I'm having a look at his. I'm having a look at my man. Come on, workers. There we go. Okay, let's take a look. Right down to T. Tyler Owens, currently unemployed. Match history. Nothing into it. Oh, wait, no. He defeated Kid Cool in February 2025 at Big Time Independent Wrestling. So have a look at all the years. God. Well, he's got 2 wins. Tyler Owens and the Swords of Essex defeated Saime Sahin and the State of Disorder. And then Battle Cat CT defeated Tyler Owens. Adam Shame defeated Tyler Owens. Matt Myers defeated Tyler Owens. And Rishi Ghosh defeated Tyler Owens. Let's take a look at some of the other guys. I'm just going to take a look at the other half. Forever Young. Next Level. Antonio Gonzalez. Currently unemployed as well. Let's take a look, see what we've got. Okay. All years. Oh, 0 wins, 6 losses. Wow. Oof. That's rough. Well, I think we can see here that things have changed quite a bit. All Rise Wrestling, our company, has signed the New Day. What's Xavier Woods doing? Is he still with WWE? Let's take a look. Go to this motherfucker. Oh wow, okay. X. Okay, oh, what would Xavier Woods be under? Austin Creed? I've got to use their real names on this. Wow. We're fucking going. There he is, Austin Creed. He's signed by PWG. Wow. Let's take a look at his title history. Okay. So he's the PW Tag Team Champion with Ares right now. Yeah, that's all. That's the achievement he's had so far. Wow. Okay. Wow. And apparently that's how we're ending it by checking up on Austin Creed. I think that was quite interesting. I quite enjoyed that. I think I might do another 5 years to take us up to January 2021, but I won't do it for a while because it took like 48 hours to get this to simulate up to here, and it's this is a new laptop. And I don't want to fuck it up just yet. Especially considering I'm actually doing these videos now, which has been really cool. But this was really fun. I really enjoyed seeing what AEW would simulate for us. And I think I will do another 5 years, but obviously we still do have the journey of All Rise Wrestling, which will be coming up. And I have some other plans as well. I've recently, big stretch. I've not had the chance to wake up because I woke up and went straight to the laptop. I woke up, had a shower, and went straight to the laptop so I could have come on and see what happened with the 5-year simulation. But anyway, that was really interesting. Any new people, if you enjoyed this video, check out the other 2. We've got the first 2 episodes of Total Extreme Wrestling running All Rise Wrestling. uploaded already. I might upload another one, I think, tomorrow. That's the plan anyway, to have another one uploaded tomorrow, recorded and edited by the end of today. But please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like down below. Give me a subscribbly dibbly do. And comment what you want to see. I've recently bought a capture card for my Xbox, so I'm planning on getting a few different kinds of videos uploaded. I'm hoping to finally get a gameplay of Bully Scholarship Edition uploaded and finished, which is something I tried on my old channel about 5 years ago. So this is something that will hopefully I can finish, I can get up, because Bully Scholarship Edition is probably one of my favourite. It's definitely my top 5 favourite games of all time. But yeah, that's all from me for now until tomorrow. The plan for TEW Wrestling is every other day. So I uploaded my first one on a Saturday. Then we had the Monday yesterday's, and so tomorrow hopefully we'll have another one. But like I said on the first episode, I'm not sticking to a strict schedule, but at the minute I do have the time to record and edit every other day, and hopefully get a few videos in the days in between. So that's all from me. Once again, give me a subscribbly dibbly do. Please give me a like. Tell your friends, if you have any friends that are into wrestling, please get them to come and give my channel a view, because it would really help. All I'm trying to do right now is basically cure my boredom, but if I can get some people watching me and I can entertain some people whilst I'm doing that, that's the goal. Anyway, that's enough from me, Zach Ligmus. I will see you tomorrow on the next video. Adios.